Sandita's father was a king. In his throne, a prophecy has visited him, speaking to him about a baby. A baby that was destined to be a powerful and righteous king. In order for the king to complete this destiny for his unborn child, he needs to marry a woman. And so through marriage, they conceive a baby. The baby was born and its name was Sandita. The baby faced two obstacles during his childhood. The first one being rumors and vicious and cruel rumors from the father's first wife, degrading him and doubting his own fate. The first wife always spreading rumors since the day of his birth. Sandita was always also born crippled. But even though he was crippled, his father still loved him and believed he was still what he was told. But the king died, and the power was given to Sandita's older brother. Sandita's oldest brother also didn't believe he was capable of the prophecy. At age 7, he was able to show everyone he was able to walk, and the first wife was afraid. And so he sent Sandita to exile. And from his exile, he was able to visit many places and also learn and create loyalty and friendship and allies. And he was able to create a lot of allies and friends, learn about customs. He then was taught about war by a friend in Mali. Sandita hears about this cruel king that controls his power over his cruelty, and so he goes to war and overthrows him. He then returns to Empire Mali, and then Sandita was praised and honored for his heroism, and so he becomes the new ruler of Mali. He was also very well known for his heroism. The moment when Sandita was conceived, crippled with his fate of eventually becoming great ruler, the people are ready to reload him. From the scene, it was clear in the way that people only value physical appearance, yet judging someone based on their physical appearance is unavoidable for the humankind. The people in society didn't sense a feeling of power and safety from Sandita when they first laid eyes on him. You can tell that the humankind is fickle-minded, as well as being judgeful at first and turning on their future righteous ruler because of their appearance and inabilities. But when Sandita shows strength and proves the people wrong, they immediately praises and honors him. Overall, it's understandable in a way that people will believe and follow to those that appear strong and substantial to require their needs. With the scene of Sandita and his allies going against Samuro to war, there was a critical moment of loyalty, making Sandita an appreciable king, displaying his well-liked characteristics of displaying his loyalty and friendships. In our modern society, we still respect loyalty and for it to be a top priority. For instance, in our friendships today, everyone needs friends to trust and confide with. Loyalty strengthens bonds between people, increases the trust between them, and you can always open up to that friend, all of which is needed for friendship to grow and sustain. Loyal friends would push you away in the right direction, and therefore they have your back, in which sometimes that's needed. In today's life, most of the people who we call friends don't really know us, nor do they care, and very few are friends. I personally rank loyalty at the top of the chart in a person's traits over anything. I personally would recommend this text to others since it displays the importance of loyalty and many other important virtues needed in a humankind. Uh, his virtues were his strength and how he was also able to display it even though he was crippled as a child and cannot walk. He was able to surprise everyone when he was able to walk, and also his strength of his arms. And another quality of his was his bravery for war and defeating a cruel king. And because he was born with negativity due to his birth, as well to Sandita being born and only his father seeing him being intelligent and bright, even though he suffered limitations, he became a strong and rightful king even though people believed he was too weak to rule. Overall, this story was full of hope in overcoming obstacles and proving people wrong, especially the king's first wife. Overall, it's also a great story to recommend to give and gain knowledge. And it's really interesting to have a glimpse of other people's cultures, places, and their virtues and their beliefs.